What is up, JL Life? Modell here. We got a real quick video for you guys. I'm going to show you how to reroute your emergency brake line. If you have a very flexy lift, or you're getting very high with your lift, you're going to need to reroute it. And there wasn't a lot of information out there, so I decided I'll just make a real quick video to show you how to do this. It's pretty quick. It's pretty easy to do. First things first, make sure your wheels are chocked. You want your e-brake line disengaged. And you're going to come to behind your rear brake. So behind the rotor, you have this steel cable. This is going to be your emergency brake line. When you pull it in the cabin, it pulls tension on this, pulls the brake pad inside, creating your tension for your brake. But again, you can't do this if you have your brake engaged, so make sure you have it disengaged. What you're going to do, when it's going to be loose, you're just going to be able to slide that right out. You're going to follow the line to this guy right here. So you can see that one tab sticking up. Underneath there's another one. On the other side, I hope you can see, there is a third. You're going to need to compress those, and you will take this line and you will shove it through the hole, the bracket, holding it in place. The one closest to the axle can definitely be a bit of a pain in the butt to reach. Grab pliers, rotate back in. Come on, come on. There we go. So that part can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Just get yourself a nice pair of pliers to grab on it. Try to get that backside in. You can rotate it, don't rotate it too much, and use the opening to get it out. So once this has been popped out, pull that down. The back of the Jeep now. I'm going to want to disengage these for now. This is the lines, the brackets for my locker, and the venting tube. Pull that aside. So what we're going to want to do, you see this cross member, which I've already removed, but up here there is a little W-shaped bracket holding these two e-brake lines. Here's one. As you can see, I already rerouted one. But there's a little W-shaped bracket up there. You'll need to remove that. I believe it's a 10mm bolt that's holding it to the body of the Jeep. You just remove that, discard it, you won't need it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this line, I'm going to thread it behind this cross member and get it to come down from over here. Here's where the brake lines come out. The bracket is just right up there where you can see those two holes. That's where it was. Like I said, I've already removed it. Anyways, the stock location is above this cross member. We're going to be bringing it below. This is going to give us a lot more flex and not have to worry about damaging our e-brake line. But after this, we're just going to bring it back, slide it back into its bracket, push, slide back over. You should be nice and loosey-goosey still. So 2 hands make this a lot easier. Let's try it with this way. 1 hand to pull this to the point closest outward, and you will just thread this back in. There we go. And that is all done. So in case you guys are looking to get a little bit more room out of your brake lines without having to run longer brake lines, here's another little trick for you. So here we are at the back tire. Up here is the brake line. You can actually bend this a little bit gently and carefully further up to give you more slack in your brake line. Just be careful not to move it into somewhere where your brake line is going to get nicked, or your speed sensor line, which is the other line with it. But yeah, just slightly pull it up towards the frame, as I already did. Nothing too cray-cray. Give you a little bit more brake line room, possible 4.5 inches. In closing, if you're going to be lifting your Jeep 3-4 inches, these brake line relocations and bracket relocation, is that what you would call it? I mean, not really relocating it. Bracket bending would be beneficial. I definitely suggest it. And just, again, I can't stress enough, just be extremely careful with the speed sensor line and brake line on the bracket behind the rear wheels, because if it rubs up against your sway bar, your shocks, any of that stuff, you're going to be getting a damaged line and you're going to have something to replace. So just keep in mind that things on the Jeep move, and be cognitive of where you expect things to move. I would also recommend going out and flexing on things just to make sure that everything is clearing perfectly. But in closing, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you next time. Keep it easy.